Hey everyone, and welcome back. So have a couple of things to get to, which I was going to get to in the... Well, actually, could I have gotten it in the last video? Last news video anyway? No, actually, maybe? I don't know. Well, one of them maybe. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm going to cover it today. So we got new titles from Severin and new ones for Vinegar Syndrome, because it is a new month. Plus an update on one after a very long period of time. Hopefully it leads to something. I'm going to get to that first. Well, I'm going to get to that next. First, I once again have to give a very, very, very big thank you to 3 of you who tipped me. I think one of them was on the 2 videos ago, and I think one of them, or 2 of them were on the last. In the last 2 videos, I got 3 tips that I've not acknowledged yet. So I definitely want to do, I'm going to do that right now, in fact. So first one from Mr. Whateverism. Great name. Tipped me $4.99, which means so much to me. I mean, good lord. I don't know what's going on these last couple weeks. I'm not complaining, but it's just kind of funny how I've been on YouTube, I think 8-ish years, something like that. And the first 4 years, or first 3 years anyway, I was still trying to figure out what I was doing, so kind of played Scramble until I finally kind of really settled into obviously what I'm doing now. But between the time I started until about a month ago, I think all that entire time, I think I got 2 tips prior. And the fact that I've gotten so many in these last couple weeks, I'm just completely blown away. Wanted to mention that. Now I want to get to the other 2 as well. Next up, from Digital Bazin, I think it's Bazin. Alan. I know his name's Alan because he did say it. He tipped me $20. He said he's been watching for a while and wanted to give back. Well, actually, I think all of you have pretty much said that. And it's I can say thank you a million times, and it still wouldn't be enough. I'm almost speechless, which is kind of weird considering I'm gonna ramble on. But I am. And then finally, from Kane Abaddon, I hope I'm pronouncing that okay, who tipped me $59.99 in Polish currency, if I'm not mistaken, and I hope I'm pronouncing this okay. Zloty? Is that what the currency is called? I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. But thank you so much. And actually, and what's cool about that one too is the fact that if I'm not mistaken, if it is actually Polish, kind of thing. I love being reminded of, there's people watching from almost like all over the world, and sometimes it's a little bit easy to forget about that. You kind of get in your own bubble a little bit, but I love being reminded of that. And again, thank you guys so much. Just thank you. I just leave it at that. I can just tell you it is the most genuine thank you I can definitely give you. And now we get to the news announcements and all that stuff. So first up, just a quick follow-up to something from several years ago. Could have been like 4 or 5 years ago, in fact. So the movie Freaked, the Alex Winter film, which to my knowledge has not been on video since DVD. I don't think it got a Blu-ray release, at least not here in the States anyway. But again, 4 or 5 years ago, somewhere around there, they were planning to do a Blu-ray release finally, and then that never happened. Well, now it looks like they're finally getting back to putting out a release of it, and this time it is going to be a 4K release. 4K and Blu-ray. So it looks like that's actually being worked on. I have no further details right now as far as I don't know if they're doing this on their own and then they'll find someone to distribute it, or if they're already working with somebody. I have no clue. But yeah, I just want to let you guys know that looks like that is in the works, and hopefully after all this time, we can actually finally get a good release of Freaked, which is a very funny movie if you haven't seen it. Well, if you haven't seen it, hopefully you will soon, And next up, we have the Severin titles for April, which are up for pre-order right now on the Severin website. And there are, 1, 2, 3 titles, right? Yeah, 3 titles with 2 of them 4K releases. So let's just dive right in. So first off, the first one is Russ Meyer's Up. That's going to be 2 separate releases. One will be a Blu-ray only, and one of them will be a 4K with the Blu-ray included. So the Blu-ray is up for pre-order for $36, while the 4K is up for pre-order for $43. And it's estimated to come out April 29th. And then after that is these are, I believe right now these are specifically to the Severin website, and then a couple of these will get general releases like down the line. Oh, and I want to mention the Blu-ray. I believe all the Blu-rays that I'm going to mention, I will double check as I go along, are region free. None of these are region locked. So as far as up goes, no relation to the Pixar film. Disc 1 is, well, the Blu-ray set, but I'll just go over the 4K because it has the 4K in the Blu-ray. So disc 1 of that set is the 4K that obviously has the film and has a commentary track with film historian Elizabeth Purcell. And then disc 2 is the Blu-ray, which you can also buy separately, which has a commentary track, but also has No Fairy Tale This, interview with actress Raven Delacroix, as well as a radio spot. And next up is another Russ Meyer film. Same thing. It's going to be a Blu-ray only release and a separate 4K with the Blu-ray release. So the Blu-ray is currently up for pre-order for $36, and the 4K is $43. Also currently set for April 29th. Actually, I think all these are set for April 29th. So the 4K version, obviously 4K disc will have the film. Shocking, I know. And it has a commentary track with film historian Elizabeth Purcell and filmmaker Zach Clark, as well as the trailer. And then disc 2, which is the Blu-ray, which again you can also buy separately, which obviously has the film, the commentary track, and also Desert Rats on Honda's interview with actors Haji and Alex Rocco, plus the trailer. And then finally, the third film, which is Blu-ray only, but is region free, up for pre-order right now for $25, is the movie The Pickup by what's his name again? I'm sorry, Lee Frost, from 1968. And it's going to be a 2-disc set. Like I said, both Blu-ray. The first one obviously has the movie and also Sirens on the Road, Post-Noir Vision, and Beatnik Glory in The Pickup, video essay by filmmaker Stephen Broomer, plus photo gallery with commentary by Something Weird Videos Mike Verani and exploitation legend David F. Friedman, plus the trailer. And then disc 2, which is also Blu-ray, has the documentary Mau Mau Sex Sex. Mau Mau, right? Mau Mau? I'm pronouncing that right. I'll move on. Now, this second disc is, I believe, a Severin exclusive. So when the standard comes out, it won't have the second disc with the documentary. That disc also has a commentary track with director Ted Bonnet and Severin Films' David Gregory, an archival commentary with exploitation legends David F. Friedman and Dan Sani, archival commentary with director Ted Bonnet and writer Eddie Muller, plus the trailer. And again, that is region free. And also a cool little extra, if you're interested, is they are also selling a t-shirt, sort of a Russ Meyer homage t-shirt, up for pre-order for $25. Obviously, just pick your size. And also in true Severin fashion, there is a bundle that you can get for $125 where you get everything with it. Oh, no, sorry. You don't actually get pickup. You don't get the pickup in the bundle. You get the Russ Meyer films, but you get obviously Up. You get the 4K, which again comes with the Blu-ray. You get Motorcycle 4K with the Blu-ray. You get the shirt. And then you get the Motorcycle VHS slipcover, as well as the Russ Meyer's Up VHS slipcover, which again, I think I forgot to mention it, but those are exclusive to Severin, as well as an Russ Meyer business card. That's hilarious. So again, all this is up for pre-order right now from Severin, and these are set for April. Again, I believe the end of April. And now we get to the Vinegar Syndrome stuff for February. And there are, let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 titles this month. Now, 3 of them are part of their sub-label line, and then 3 of them are normal Vinegar Syndrome titles. So let's see, we got 1 Vinegar Syndrome Labs title, 2 Cinematograph titles, and then the 3 Vinegar Syndrome titles. And I think only one of these is 4K, if I remember correctly. You think I would remember. You think I have it all written down, but I do and I don't. Let me put it that way. So we'll do the 2 Cinematograph titles first. Let's see. First one from 1984 is the movie Joy of Sex, the comedy from Martha Coolidge, who did Valley Girl, Real Genius, and what was another thing? Something else along those lines. I can't remember. Anyway, definitely a sex comedy from the 80s. And let's see. So it's a Region A locked Blu-ray with a couple of extras I'm going to go through real quick. First up, a new commentary track with historian Elizabeth Purcell and film critic Katie Reif. Realities of Filmmaking, a new video interview with director Martha Coolidge. It Was All Cut, a new video interview with screenwriters Kathleen Roll, Joyce Sautler, and John Sautler. Then Passionate About It, a new video interview with actress Colleen Camp. Coolidge, a new video essay profile of Martha Coolidge by Alexandra Heller-Nicholas. Grace Under Fire, a new video interview with actress Lisa Langlois. And these are the ones that come in that kind of sort of slightly deluxe package. It's a very unique packaging. And I forgot to mention the price. So it retails for $49.99, but you can obviously order it from the Vinegar Syndrome website for $34.99. And next up, then we go to the other one for the month, which again, same price, $49.99 retail, up for pre-order for $34.99. And from 1996 is the movie Female Perversions, starring Tilda Swinton, Amy Madigan, Frances Fisher, Clancy Brown, the great Clancy Brown. But this is also a Region A locked Blu-ray, so heads up on that. And real quick, new commentary track by film critic and historian Alexandra Heller-Nicholas. Coming back around, a new video interview with director and co-writer Susan Streitfeld. A Real Story, a new video interview with co-writer Julie Hebert. Ahead of Its Time, a new video interview with cinematographer Teresa Medina. Jumping Through Hoops, a new video interview with actress Karen Sillas. The Soul of Film, a new video interview with actress Frances Fisher. No Egos, a new video conference with actress Dale Sugar, as well as text essays, which again is in that special packaging that almost looks like a book, which I admit it's weird and cool at the same time. At least I can say it's unique. All right, and then next up in the Vinegar Syndrome Labs title is The Mansion of Madness, retailing for $44.98, but up for pre-order for $29.99. It's a region-free Blu-ray from 1972. It's a Mexican film, isn't it? I believe it's a Mexican film, loosely based on an Edgar Allan Poe story. Let's just kind of dive right in real quick. So again, region free. It's got a new transfer from the original negative. We'll have both an English track as well as a Spanish track. And as commentary with Mexican film historian and author Francisco Peredo. Surreal Experiment, interview with actress Ellen Sherman. Room for Play, interview with production designer Gabrielle Weiss-Carrington. Art in 24 frames per second, interview with Alessandra Moctezuma, daughter of director Juan Lopez Moctezuma, Alucardo's Portrait of a Vampire, a feature-length documentary from 2011 on director Juan Lopez Moctezuma, directed by Ulysses Guzman, as well as alternate Spanish language titles and the original English language trailer. So actually quite a few things on this one. I've never seen this one, but I know a couple of you are like really knowledgeable about a lot of like Mexican, like Latin films in general. So if you've seen it, definitely let me know. And finally, we get to the three regular Vinegar Syndrome titles. So I believe there are, two of these are Blu-rays and one of them is 4K. And this is where we get more into the horror exploitation route. So first up is the Jess Franco film White Cannibal Queen, up for pre-order right now for $29.99. This is a region-free Blu-ray from 1980. Has a new transfer from the original negative. Will be in both Italian language and English dub, as well as a couple of extras, including commentary track with film historians Eugenio Ercolani and Troy Howarth. Jungle Holocaust, an interview with actor Antonio Mayans. Sardana Cannibals, an interview with Stephen Thrower, author of Murderous Passions, The Delirious Cinema of Jess Franco. European Cannibals, an interview with film historian Eugenio Ercolani. Meat Market, an interview with film historian Alessio Di Rocco, as well as alternate English language titles. And again, that is a region-free Blu-ray. Next up, another Blu-ray, also region-free, thank goodness, is the movie The Carpenter, from 1988, wasn't it? 1988, starring Wings Hauser. Moving into slasher film territory with this one. And again, region-free, new transfer from a release print, which I believe a lot of the original elements are missing, unfortunately. Always kind of sad, but again, I don't care that it's a print, as I said many times before. I'd rather a film get restored, or archived and all that in whatever they can find. Obviously, ideally, original negative, or an interpositive or whatever. But if none of that is around and you only have a print, by all means, please, don't let these films disappear. So it might be a little rough around the edges, but you know what? I don't care. So as far as extras go, commentary track with director David Wellington and writer Doug Taylor. Commentary track with William Morris and John Dixon of the Oscar Bait Film Collection and Podcast. Aggressively Itself, a making-of documentary featuring interviews with the cast and crew. Tools to Play With, an interview with actor Wings Hauser. And again, that is region free, and it is up for pre-order for $29.99. I don't know if I said that. Well, I said it now at least. And then finally we get to the last title, which is a 4K title coming in. Let's see, double check. It's a 4K disc and a Blu-ray, but the Blu-ray is region A locked, unfortunately. So heads up on that for those of you outside of region A, although 4K is region free if you're 4K. It is for $39.99, well, pre-order for $39.99, is The Possession of Joel Delaney from 1972, starring Shirley MacLaine, Perry King, which I believe is kind of like a slight supernatural tale or something, I believe, about a young guy who sort of becomes, almost starts turning into a serial killer, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't seen it. I've heard of it before, but I have not seen it. Just got to skimming through the description. But anyway, just real quick, has a new transfer from the original 35mm camera negative. Will be in Dolby Vision. I'm kind of glad Vinegar Syndrome is doing that, because for the longest time they weren't doing Dolby Vision, but they are now on a lot of their 4Ks. And it has a commentary track with film historian and author Sam Deegan. The Believer, an interview with director Waris Hussein. Twin Spirits, author and film historian Kelly Goodner on the adaptation from book to film. Hex in the City, the locations of the possession of Joel Delaney, plus the original trailer. And I just, it's one of those moments where you're just like, yeah, it's in the title. The Possession of Joel Delaney. So obviously, yeah, there's some sort of ghostly possession involved. Yeah, I'm kind of out of it today. And again, that is up for pre-order for $39.99. But there also are two bundles if you want to kind of give you options if you're planning on getting like all of them or almost all of them. So first up is the Vinegar Syndrome February package, where you only get those three titles for $94.99, which is The Possession of Joel Delaney, The Carpenter, and White Cannibal Queen. And then for $194.99, you get all 6 films. So you get Possession of Joel Delaney, The Carpenter, White Cannibal Queen, The Mansion of Madness, Female Perversions, and The Joy of Sex is in one big bundle. And yeah, so that's everything for Vinegar Syndrome. And I kind of feel like there was something else I wanted to mention, and I'm blanking because I don't have it in my notes. So yeah, well, that means I'm gonna have to make another video at some point, which obviously I need to get in the habit of doing on a very regular basis. So that's it for this video. Definitely let me know your thoughts on these announcements. Again, a huge thank you to the 3 of you with the tips. Well, all of you who have tipped as well within these last few weeks. I'm just so grateful. And of course, the usual stuff, which I probably should get in the habit of doing. If you're not subscribed already, please do. I hope you do anyway. Please like the video, because not only do I appreciate it, but also helps in the algorithm as well. I really need to start including that in videos. And as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one.